Hi again, everyone. Welcome to the OSA Orientation for the School of Legal Studies. So we will first begin with a musical performance. Thank you, everyone.
Good morning to all. गणनायकाय गणदैवताय गणाध्यक्षाय धीमहि गुणशरीराय गुणमण्डिताय गजेशानाय धीमहि गुणातीताय गुणाधीशाय गुणप्रविष्टाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरी तनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि एकदन्ताय वक्रतुण्डाय गौरी तनयाय धीमहि गजेशानाय भालचन्द्राय श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि श्रीगणेशाय धीमहि. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your performance, Divya. So for today, before we begin with the agenda, I'd like to begin with an introduction to myself. So my name is Atira and I'm heading the Student Affairs team alongside Rachel ma'am. And we will now be introducing the FLC, which is the Faculty Lead Coordinator, that is Tapasum ma'am. Tapasum ma'am, please go ahead.
Thank you, ma'am. Good morning, everyone. I'm Tapasum. I teach political science for BA LLB students, honors, and also LEAP faculty coordinator. I'm excited to be a part of LEAP, as the most important part of LEAP is that it is student-led and student-centric. I will walk you through introduction and objectives, OSA framework, our principles, and stream introductions. To introduce you to LEAP, CMR University, true to its motto of nurturing creative thinkers to drive positive global change, lays significant emphasis on participation, personal development, and application of skills in various student engagements and activities outside the classroom environment. The Office of Student Affairs is dedicated to providing students with opportunities, support, and resources through learning, engagement, and advancement programs. And that is why it is called as LEAP, Learning, Engagement, and Advancement Programs. This program facilitates co-curricular activities, establishes student-centric learning environments, and creates diverse opportunities for community building and leadership. OSA framework, to give you a framework of Office of Student Affairs, basically it provides learning to provide students with skills, tools, and resources to ensure that they thrive and grow at university and beyond. Engagement, to promote an environment where students learn to support each other and build communities that uplift people and spaces. Advancement, to support students as they develop a deeper understanding of themselves and inculcate consistent reflective practices to improve their well-being. Our principles in LEAP, we believe that all students should have plethora of learning opportunities, skill enhancement, workshops, have a safe and dynamic workshops, and transformative experiences during their time at CMR University to ensure that all students have a safe and dynamic space to lead, engage, achieve, and participate. The learning, engagement, advancement programs are structured around following key principles of the institution. Our principles: preparing for success. Students will be able to prepare for a successful and fulfilling career. Knowing self and community. Students will be able to understand themselves better and engage with issues across the globe. Contributing to society. Students will be able to develop and apply their skills, knowledge, and resources of the greater community. We, as individuals, is very important that we give something to our society. We have to contribute to society. So LEAP keeps in mind, the development of students and contributing to society. Let me introduce you to our streams. We have 6 streams in the programs. The first stream is interdisciplinary education and innovation. Then we have leadership, mentorship, and training. Thirdly, communication and writing. Then we have CMRU X community, social impact, and 6th, step 1. So these are the 6 streams that we have in LEAP. So to just give you a brief explanation onto what these streams are, stream 1, which is about interdisciplinary education and innovation. This is learning from each other and working independently. So we learn to work from each other and work independently on your passion projects to build a learning environment that is not confined to a particular discipline. So you can, explore yourself. So you're not confined to one particular discipline. Rather, it focuses on interconnections between different subject areas. Then we have stream 2, that's again on leadership, mentoring, and training. So this particular stream focuses on developing leadership and mentorship skills and exposing students to various opportunities to improve their adaptability and flexibility in unfamiliar environments. That's again, we have third stream, that is communication and writing. We all know how important is communication and writing. So we at LEAP are always focused to develop students in different streams. So this, keeping in mind how important is communication and skills, this particular program will help students to communicate their skills. So developing communication skills and developing programs that support students' creativity and dialogue. We have the fourth stream, that is CMRU X community. So basically, this particular stream, it helps in building networks. And see, we may know people, but it's very important to know right people at right time so that we get the best exposure. And this is what the LEAP does. We build networks and create a sense of community on campus among students across disciplines, looking at all different identity pieces to create a socially aware and inclusive campus. Then the next stream we have is social impact. So now this particular stream, is focused on building social awareness through action. So it's not about, theory, it's not about talking. There is action, there's plan of action that's implemented. That's very important. So we create awareness through action to strengthen communities outside the university and develop a deeper understanding of the world that we are living in. And lastly, but not the least, that's streams 6, that's we have step 1. Now, what does this mean? So basically, it's a stream which helps in building a supportive community and accessibility, accessible learning environment to ensure that students thrive. So we at LEAP, from all the perspectives, have in mind development of students, overall development of students, which helps in building their personality. Thank you. Thank you, Atila, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you so much for giving us a really good overview of what the LEAP program is like. Now, we also have a panel of students that will be kind of explaining to us what the different programs look like. And now I'd like to quickly introduce the student panel. Over to all of you.
Hi, good morning, everyone. My name is Anshika Bhushan, and I am a final year student of BBA LLB Honors. I am also the student coordinator of Writers Circle Club at our college, School of Legal Studies, and it is indeed a great pleasure to be a part of the LEAP program.
Hello, everyone. I am MN Mansi Kaviramma, and I'm currently pursuing my second year BBA LLB Honors from CMR School of Legal Studies. Also, I happen to be holding the post of the Vice President of the Student Council, CMR University. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Rishvi Singh. I'm a fourth-year law student at CMRU School of Legal Studies, pursuing BA LLB Honors. I'm also the secretary for the Debating Society at School of Legal Studies.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nihat from CMR University School of Legal Studies, currently in second year BBA LLB Honors, also an active member of Prepare Mentorship Program. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. I'm Neelakantan, and I'm currently pursuing my fourth year BA LLB from CMRU School of Legal Studies, and I'm also the student LEAP coordinator for this year.
Hello, everyone. I'm Chinmaya Prasanna, currently pursuing my final year BA LLB Honors from the School of Legal Studies. I'm also the student LEAP coordinator for the OSA for the academic year 2021-22. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, all of you, for your introductions. So now we'll begin with the next slide. So again, we're going to go into the details of what each stream is going to look like. So we start with interdisciplinary education and innovation. So this, like Dr. Ma'am explained before, is about various disciplines, learning, acquiring knowledge that explores the interconnections between various disciplines. And then we have 3 programs in this discipline.
Welcome again, everyone. So under the first stream, we have the following programs. To start with, we have Student Voice. Now, Student Voice is such an event that provides the students with the opportunity to discuss their topics of interest, host student speakers, share their passion for their subject, and connect with other students in the community in order to have fulfilled discussions and conversations. This space is run by peer and academic leaders that offer opportunity to reach out for support, resources, and guidance regarding their academic as well as personal life. Secondly, we have the CMRU Roundtable. Now, this is a platform to have conversations between faculty, external speakers, and students across various disciplines. Speakers from various experiences and career trajectories will be invited to speak at a panel every month. And finally, under the first stream, we have CMRU X courses, which provide students with an opportunity to build skills, attend workshops and seminars across various fields of interest and disciplines. Additionally, students will not require any prerequisites to sign up for any of the courses, and it's open to students across all schools. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The second stream is leadership, mentorship, and training. This is about developing skills, about providing you with various opportunities to understand yourself better and create more self-awareness, and also explore different leadership styles and so on. And we have 2 programs.
Hi once again, and I'll be briefing you about the Student Ambassadors program. A student ambassador will be able to help educate visitors about the campus life, history, traditions, and achievements of the college through supporting the student life and helping them improve their leadership skills, conducting campus tours, supporting high school recruitment events, and supporting presidential and foundation functions. Being a part of Student Ambassador team helps you explore your opportunities and provide better growth and development. Being a student ambassador improves your communication and interpersonal skills, makes you more flexible, reliable, and punctual. We, as ambassadors, focus on bringing out the best out of each other. This is one among the best opportunities a student can receive and have the best college experience. Thank you, and over to Mansi.
Thank you, Nihat. Now I'll be telling you all about the CMRU LEAD program. Now, the CMRU LEAD will act as a guide and help leaders navigate their comprehension of leadership and community. The main program offers 2 sub-programs. Firstly, the Leadership Bootcamp, and secondly, the Student Officer Leadership Summit. The Leadership Bootcamp is a 2-day training event for all student leaders who want to improve and reflect on their current leadership abilities and principles, as well as gain a better understanding of leadership effect and facilitation when managing groups of young people. In this program, students will be asked to explore and investigate what it means to be a leader and to find their style of leadership. Speaking of the Student Officer Leadership Summit, it provides a forum for student leaders across campuses to participate and exchange best practices reflecting on their leadership experiences and assemble to discuss leadership in a variety of settings. The summit will comprise of workshops and other activities for students to enroll. Thank you.
So the third stream is communication and writing. It's about creativity, having dialogue with your peers and others, and also creating various forms of engagement in terms of a variety of programs that focus on writing and articulation. So we have 2 programs in this stream. Go ahead, over to the students.
Good morning, everyone. So I'm going to be talking about the two constituents under stream 3, which comprise of communication and writing initiatives involving a lot of creativity, dialogue, and engagement. The first initiative that I will be discussing is something called the first draft. This is a student support initiative that offers a range of writing, communication, and research workshops and opportunities across schools. Most of the workshops offered by the first draft are general, but upon student and faculty request, it is very much possible to offer curated programs for different schools, clubs, or committees. The first draft also includes workshops on plagiarism, creative writing, technical writing, peer reviewing, and many other workshops as well. Now, the second element of Stream 3 is the CMRU editorial. This is an amazing program in which our words and voices enable us to grasp and embrace the various delightful aspects of CMR with the diversity of opinions, takes, and passionate contributions of the editors. The editorial team collaborates and works together with all schools, students, and faculties to coordinate and manage newsletters, magazines, blogs, as well as documenting the wonderful CMRU experiences. In our student programs, in our student newsletter, we have different sections where you can find all of the exciting upcoming events and programs, as well as links to interesting and intriguing articles, stories, internship opportunities, and activities, etc. We also have a section for student curators in which everyone is free to recommend articles, poetry, or music, or any other external opportunities that they might come across. The editorial program is a space for student expression where critical readers and creative thinkers come together and hopefully build a community that connects all of us. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much. The next stream is CMRU X Community. This is about creating more safe spaces on campus, about creating a community, for students, especially between first years and upper years, creating opportunities for support, making sure that we have more inclusive and understanding campus environment. And we have a bunch of programs that the students will now take you through.
Thank you, ma'am, and good morning, everyone. So I'll be dealing with Stream 4, which basically consists of events, student clubs, equity, inclusion, and diversity initiative. So CMRU events. This is exactly what you're looking for. Fun-filled, exciting events that take place on the campus, which gives each individual an opportunity to showcase your talents. This isn't just about a talent show, but also includes fest, inter-school, intra-university competitions, and many more. CMRU student clubs. The clubs allow students to build bonds with each other. It is a student-led initiative. Here you can expect a portrayal of qualities such as skill, discipline, passion, and leadership. We do have many events that take place by the various clubs offered. Student Engagement Fair. The Student Engagement Fair takes place at the beginning of every academic year and serves as a starting point for schools and students to get involved with various clubs across all existing schools. The fair provides students with an opportunity to engage with club leaders and to understand the vision and mission of each club. This fair also provides an insight of all the activities the club has planned to make the upcoming year eventful and engaging. Hoping to establish student-led clubs all across CMRU, here we are, the Student Engagement Fair. Over to Chinmay.
Thank you so much, Neil. Hello, everyone, and welcome again. To discuss about committees, as previously mentioned and discussed regarding the various student events planned for the academic year by the university, we have various committees to cater to the same. These committees are an initiative to ensure a safe and eventful environment to the students at CMR University, further ensuring that students have access to the community for aid, cultural exchange, and much more. The various committees include Cultural Committee, International Student Committee, Anti-Ragging, Grievance Redressal, Placement and Alumni, Sports, and Anti-Harassment Cell. Further, we have the Equity, Inclusion, and Diversity Initiative. The EIDI ensures that all students are accustomed to a safe environment at all times. We're committed to providing an inclusive academic year. And lastly, the CMRU Student Council. Leaders aren't born, they are made. And it is exactly the opportunity that is provided with the initiative of CMRU Student Council, aiming to bring out the true potential of the student leaders. Guided by the motto, leadership is an action and not a position, the elected body manages student concerns, attempts to bridge the gap between the students and management, organizes events, and further provides a platform for student voices to be heard. Thank you.
Thank you so much. The next stream we have is the social impact stream. It's about creating social awareness, about taking action and showing initiative, and creating programs where students can get more involved with the external community. We have one program that we've launched since we began last year.
Hello again. As an active member of the Prepare Mentorship Program, it is my privilege to say that Prepare is a holistic community project co-developed and led by students at CMR University, with the purpose of supporting students from low-income communities with spaces for learning, companionship, and resources. This project will involve facilitating sessions and mentoring students from government schools in Bangalore from grade 4 to 7 for a period of 10 or 15 weeks. The time commitment required is 2 to 3 hours per week. All the sessions will be conducted online. Each mentor will be assigned to one mentee and is expected to conduct weekly sessions. With the first cohort in progress, and I being a part of it, I had a good experience learning to create interactive sessions, communicating with my mentee and trying to understand her interests, likes, dislikes, etc. I don't intend to exaggerate, but trust me, knowing these young minds is so much fun. Thank you.
The final stream is called Step 1. This is about creating a more supportive environment, creating more opportunities for our programs and initiatives for student support, making the content and the programs and various initiatives more accessible for all students. Taking into account, what are the different opportunities we need to create on campus so that there is more interaction and more community building. So we have a couple of programs in this stream.
Hello again. College is a place where friends become family. And Step 1 is an initiative by the university in aiming to achieve the same and allowing the students to thrive. This primarily includes the first-year coaches. The coaches initiative is responsible for ensuring that all first-year students are welcome, supported, and introduced to the community at CMR University. This committee consists of coaches and students to ensure greater bonding and accessibility to various programs and events at the university. The initiative will indulge in planning the pre-orientation, orientation, and post-orientation events and procedures to ensure a successful transition of all new students across all campuses.
Secondly, we have the First Year Initiative, which is a 3-month program for first-year students to support their first year of university. It is understandable that many a times the transition from high school to grad school is often quite a big one. And that is why this program includes mentorship from upper year students, workshops to navigate and manage their lives at CMR University, and facilitate environments for students to connect with their peers. Thank you.
Thank you so much, everyone. So now these are the list of all the 16 programs that we're launching this year. We might add some more to the list based on the needs and requirements of students for the upcoming year. So now we will move on to another student performance. Thank you.
सब कुछ तुझ पे हार गई मैं, खुद ही खुद की नहीं रही मैं ओ सजना। पर तू मुझ पे नजर करे ना, थोड़ी सी भी फिक्र करे ना, मन्नत कर करके थक गई मैं ओ सजना।
लाखों का दिल तेरा, ये तेरा थंडर सा ठुमका, अब नखरा ना कर तू, बिजली बन के बे तू फ्लोर पे आ गिर। नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी, नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी, मेरी रानी नाच नाच मेरी रानी रानी। पड़ गया हूँ मुश्किल में, दिल मेरा तड़पा।
Eight.
चंदा से पूछे हम सारे सवाल निराले, झंडे क्यों गाते हैं पंछी क्यों मत वाले,
वो क्यों है सावन महीना घटाओं का, चंदा से पूछेंगे हम सारे सवाल निराले।
चंदा चंदा इतनी के पर क्यों इतने रंगी होते हैं, जुगनू रातों में जागे तो हम सोते हैं,
इन धुंधली धुंधली राहों में आज गाना ही खो जाए। വെണ്ണിലേ വെണ്ണിലവേ വിണ്ണൈത്താണ്ടി വരുവായ വിളയാട ചോടിയതേ இந்த உலகத்திலே யாரும் வாழும் முன்னே உன்னை அதிகாரம் இல்லை.
Thank you so much for those lovely performances. Let's get back to the presentation. Thank you so much, everybody. Really nice and very kind of you to, showcase this for us for the orientation. So now back to the student leadership. So the student leadership component is what are the different opportunities we're providing for students on campus to engage in all of these various activities. So we have introduced these leadership positions so students can take the lead. We want to create student-centric programs that involve students kind of, taking initiative, giving opportunities for students to explore what their leadership potential is, and kind of, explore how much ownership they want to, take up for various activities, and what are their strengths and weaknesses when it comes to maybe delegation, maybe exploring leadership styles, and so on. So we have class representatives, we have a roundtable team, we have lead coordinators that have already been nominated, we have student club members, we have student club leaders, we also have a student voice team, we have an editorial team, we have a student council. The elections we just finished the elections and announced the results last week. Then we have student facilitators. If you want to do one-off workshops on topics that you might be experts on, then we encourage students to take up those kind of leadership roles. Then we have a CMRU ambassadors team, we have first-year coaches, then we have student mentors, and also committee leads. So these are all the various student opportunities. All of them will be advertised on the OSA newsletter, so please keep an eye out for that. And then the next slide. Thank you. And so we have the LEAP schedule. So this is posted on the student website. So the LEAP schedule will list all the different activities that are happening over the week, over the course of the week. So mostly 2:30 to 4:30 on Wednesdays and Fridays are the time for clubs to have all of their events. It's also the time that we've scheduled to conduct workshops. We also sometimes have, writing workshops, or sometimes a roundtable, which is basically a speaker or a guest lecturer speaking on various topics that might not be familiar to you or kind of outside the confines of your discipline. Sometimes it'll explore the interconnection between two disciplines and so on. But 2:30 to 4:30 on Wednesdays and Fridays every week is the slot that we have for all of these activities. Then we have office hours, 12:30, 1:30. We have the links in the newsletter. Then we have various meetings that student clubs will have in order to plan for the other students that would be attending their events. On the weekend, we usually will have a CMR UX course or first draft workshop. And once the first years join, we'll also have another workshop earlier in the day on Saturdays. We can go to the next slide. So this is the OSA weekly newsletter. So we will be sending this out every week on Fridays. We've also introduced a new newsletter where we, on Mondays, it goes on Mondays, where we list all the different events and their links. So a lot of them are student-led events, the student club events that will be happening over the course of the week, and other opportunities and so on. And then the next slide. So now just quickly about, university culture. So we really want to emphasize a work life, student life, so study life balance, and the norms that we'd like to kind of take into account when we start off this year. And we'll begin with, let me just move to the next slide and then we can go through it. So we spoke to your teachers, we spoke to various other educators to kind of think about what are the different things we need to keep in mind as a student, and also as a university, to kind of move forward and make sure everyone has time for themselves, for reflection, to explore their passions, to explore various hobbies and so on, to make that time for themselves, to ensure that they're doing things outside of the studying and other career-oriented activities sometimes. And so what we want to begin with is by saying that we must respect everyone's time. So between 9 a.m. and 4 p.m., we must make sure that we can contact all the professors. They're available from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. But beyond that time, if there is no emergency, then we really request you to just keep in mind that there are certain hours where we won't be able to reach professors because they have their lives. Even other staff at the university, they have lives beyond teaching, and they have their families, they have their interests and research to pursue. So try to contact them between these hours, which is a request, and also other student leaders, because student leaders are not going to be available to you 24 hours in a day. We must also keep this into account. We must complete what is started if you are part of an organization, and if you want to move to another organization or a different club, or you started an internship, you have a new job opportunity, and you're part of some initiative or a research project, or you started a new initiative with your teachers, then what we should think about is how can we inform everyone, how can we keep ourselves accountable, how must we be responsible, and so on. Making notes and staying very organized, that will help you at the end of the year, during interviews, when you have a technical interview and so on. Just making sure that you are very organized throughout the year. It will also help you when you are participating in various clubs with your club members, nurturing professional relationships, eating healthy and staying healthy, respecting others and staying civic. So this is just something that we wanted to cover today. Over to the next slide. So then we have students and OSA. So this is the internal student website, and about just exploring that, just telling you what are the different components and how you can get involved. So the internal student website, that's where you have all the information about upcoming events, student experiences, the OSA orientation, previous orientations that we've had, the election results, what are the different deadlines you need to follow, the timetables. So please explore this website to find out all this information. And next slide. So how we can get involved. So we'll be sharing this information with you afterwards. So, SLC will have weekly meetings throughout the academic year. Student council, it's a long, it's a full academic year commitment. Again, we'll have weekly meetings. There are CMRU ambassador positions. Again, weekly meetings, it's a full year commitment. Similar for editorial. Then we have committees that will have fortnightly meetings, and also for the academic year. And so is for the CMRU roundtable team and student voice. But we do have other opportunities that come up next slide where you can, it's a one-off opportunity if you want to be like a facilitator. So you can just facilitate one event. You want to give a talk, you want to be a participant in any of these events, then it's not a academic full year commitment. It's just a one-off 2-hour commitment. So you probably won't have any weekly meetings. So those are the curators, the student curators, OSA volunteers, the student voice participants, or first draft if you want to conduct a workshop on writing emails or resumes and so on. And if you're the facilitator, it is a once in a year event or workshop. Then we have the IDI, which is fortnightly meetings, a full academic year. CRs and ACRs, it is a very big commitment because you will be taking care of your entire class. Again, weekly meetings. And then other positions are the first year coaches and prepare mentorship, which we'll be talking about as the year progresses, and we'll be sending out more information. Over to the next slide. The student engagement fair, which is going to happen today from 2:30 to 4:30, all this information, all the different clubs and their information is up on the website, the student OSA website. If you go to the website to orientation, the latest one, which is yours, and scroll down, you will get to a portion that will talk about the names of the different clubs, what their description is, and their time slots. So there are 3 time slots, 2:30 to 2:45. So there are 15-minute time slots. There are 3 of them, and you can attend this time slot for 1 club at a time. So out of all the clubs in group A, so between 2:30 and 2:30, out of all the clubs in group A, you can choose 3 and attend the 3 time slots for all the 3 ones. Similarly, for the 3:30 to 4:30 time slot, you can go and view all the clubs that are there and think about 3 of them that you want to attend. And then that also starts at 3:30 to, begins at 3:30 and ends at 4:30. There are 3 slots. 1 club at 1 slot. It's for 15 minutes, 10 minutes for their presentation. 5 minutes for their presentation, 10 minutes for your questions. And you have a 10-minute break in the middle where you move to another club's presentation. So that's how the student engagement fair is going to run. I can go through this again if you have any more questions at the end of the presentation. It might be a little confusing because of the format. We have group A and B because we've divided their times. It's to allow you to be part of more than 1 club. You can be part of 2 different clubs. So the meeting times are different. You can attend the events of all these clubs. That's why we have 2 different time slots. Move to the next slide. So we have another student performance now by Rishi. Thank you so much.
DJ bring it back, tell the DJ turn it up, better DJ bring it back, tell them play that shit again, tell them that you like that, like DJ turn it up, better DJ bring it back, tell the DJ turn it up, better DJ bring it back, tell the DJ turn it up, better DJ bring it back.
Different flavors,
I wish that I could taste them all tonight. That you wanna get crazy, crazy. Shorty, take it slow, then chitty, chitty. Hey, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. Baby, let me see it. Oh, I really need it. Oh, baby, let me see it. I just wanna eat it. I know the things that you like.
Great, really wonderful performance. So now we have some time for a Q&A, and please feel free to ask some questions. I'm going to quickly look at the chat in the chat box so that we can answer all the questions that we have. So to begin with, when will the law classes commence? You have to contact your department for academic questions, academic specific, when school is starting, all the other information about your school specific orientation, because that's different for every single school. So please contact your academic department or the admissions team for that information. The next one is this orientation for legal studies? Yes, this is for the School of Legal Studies. Then we have questions about your first year student. This is for upper years. This orientation is specifically for upper years. If you have any questions for first years, you can definitely ask us right now. I mean, because this department is common for all the schools under CMR University, but this was actually for the upper year students. Okay, so Apurva, I would request you to not share your personal emails in the chat box because anyone can access that information. So please be careful. Once your friend that you've made in the chat box has written down your email, I will delete that comment. It is for your safety, or you can delete your comment, but I worry that if you leave your emails out on a public forum, it might be an issue for later. Yogita has lots of heart emojis, thank you. I think it was during one of the performances. Any other questions I'm going through? How can we participate in clubs? So clubs today, we'll have the student engagement fair. So you attend the student engagement fair, you think about which clubs you want to attend, hear their presentations, think about all the different events that are happening. You keep an eye on the OSA newsletter, especially the one that comes out on Monday, where you can look at all the different events that are happening over the course of the week. You attend it. If you really like to be a part of, let's say, the cultural club or the Moon Court Society, there are lots of events coming up. So you can contact the leaders of that club. They can provide that information if you attend one of the events. You can ask them how you can be helpful, how you can support their initiatives. You can learn a lot from your seniors, the club members. I think it's a good opportunity to make friends, to build a community, to get to know your seniors, to learn more about opportunities generally. So just getting involved in attending events will really, really help. I know it's like online right now, but we have some of the sports events that are offline. So that's also another opportunity for you to kind of get involved and see the campus and so on. Can we join clubs now or join anytime? The thing is the space might fill up. So if you attend the SCF today, there might be some clubs that are recruiting members, some maybe not. So you can ask the clubs and then based on how they want to kind of run it, they will let you know about recruitment. When is the Prepare Mentorship Cohorts 2 starting? Manisha, yes, hi. I remember you from the first cohort. So we'll be starting in, I think by next month sometime. We're just looking at, so this time we are partnering up with different schools to offer the mentorship opportunity. So we are looking at language requirements, mostly it's Kannada. So if you can speak the language, then it's a lot easier to partner you with the student. We'll be starting sometime next month. We're still looking at how many students we can accommodate. Hopefully you've signed up in the sheet that we've been sending out, and then we'll let you know soon. Any other questions? We'll stay on for some more time. And thank you so much to our student panel and the FLC Tabassum ma'am for taking this forward, for taking the time, for really supporting us at this office. We'll be able to offer a lot of opportunities for the SOLS students, but you just need to ask your peers, attend events, stay kind of informed, and look at how you can use this office as like a stress buster, kind of work through various during study breaks, attend some of the events, think about how we can, if you want to pitch a program, you can just email us or attend the office hours and tell us about an opportunity that you want to create for other students. We're open to your ideas, but office hours are the best time. We prefer that to email so we can just, talk things out with you. I think there's one more question. OSA website link given in Gmail is not opening. So usually that's because you are logging in through your non-CMR ID. Try logging into your CMR ID because I just opened it right now and it's still working, or try Chrome. I've heard from students that Chrome is easier and better for opening up the website than Safari is. Can I join 2 clubs at a time, or am I limited to 1? You can join 2. That's why we have slot A and B. So usually on Fridays, 2:30 to 3:30 is for clubs in group A, and 3:30 to 4:30 is for clubs in group B. So if you pick 1 from group A and 1 from B, then you'll be able to join 2 clubs. Any other questions? We can stay on for some more time to answer your questions. There is one more. So it is, how can we be a part of the student leadership programs? So leadership programs, what we usually do is we have, like, for example, the student clubs. So if there are student clubs, you register to be a student club, and we have training for student club leaders. If you're part of the student lead coordinator group, then we are now putting together a leadership boot camp for them. For students that are not part of any specific leadership activity, we will have boot camps coming up. That's how you can be part of leadership programs. Otherwise, you can just keep a lookout for various opportunities. We'll have positions open up for some leadership opportunities in the first year, like upper year mentorship program. Then we'll have roundtables, student voice. These are different things where you can get involved, you can be a leader and participate. So all that information is going to be out in the OSA weekly. So if you just keep an eye out on that, in the internal opportunity section, we should be able to provide you with more information there as we progress. Karthik says, I tried to log in by my college ID. It's telling me a 404 error. I'm not sure why. You used Chrome. I'm not sure why there's that issue. Maybe I can try and find the link that I'm using right now. It usually does open up. Maybe they're fixing something right now. Maybe there's a maintenance happening. I'll get back to you soon. Let me just try and see. Give me a second. Okay, it just opened up for me. I've just opened it right now. I'm going to post the link on the chat box here, and then just let me know if it still doesn't work. Any other questions? No other questions? Then we will wrap up in another 5 minutes. So any last questions, then please add that. And the student that posted their email, I hope you, okay, The message has been deleted. Okay, great. Any last minute questions? Otherwise, you can join the office hours tomorrow, 12:30 to 1:30.